Hoyerswerda is a major district town in the district of Bautzen in the German state of Saxony. It is located in the Sorbian settlement area of the Upper Lusatia, a region where some people speak the Sorbian language in addition to German. In September 1991, Hoyerswerda became infamous due to riots in which a gathering of up to 500 people protested against immigration, assaulting immigrants and throwing petrol bombs at a hotel that housed asylum seekers. Hoyerswerda is divided into the Old Town and the New Town, surrounded by village areas. The Old Town is the historical center with a lot of old houses and many sightseeing attractions. The New Town is more modern and vari-colored. Prior to the renovation of the town, prefabricated apartment blocks predominated in this area. The town has many lakes, marshes and waterways in its surrounding area, because of its situation in the Lusatia. This brings many tourists to spend the holidays there. The place is also very attractive for bicyclers and inline skaters who use recently created paths meandering among the lakes. Geography. The town is situated in the north of the district of Bautzen, close to the borders of Saxony with Brandenburg. Major cities and towns in proximity are Cottbus 35 km in the northwest, Dresden 55 km in the southwest and Berlin 150 km in the north. Hoyerswerda is part of Upper Lusatia and lies on a rural plain characterized by the presence of several lakes and some marshes. Districts. Hoyerswerda is divided beside the Old Town and New Town into the following districts: Bruthen, Marschalken, Dorgenhausen, Nappenrode, Schwarzkam, Zeissig. Old Town. The Old Town of Hoyerswerda is divided into 11 districts: Nieder, Dresdner Vorstadt, Am Bahnhof, Am Stadtron, and der Neupeterschene Bahn, and der Thrun, Inner Altstadt, Senftenberger Vorstadt, Spremberger Vorstadt, Nordliche Straue, Südliche Straue. New Town. The New Town of Hoyerswerda is divided into 14 districts: Neustadt Zentrum, Kunit, Grunwaldring, Gondeltiage, Wohnkomplex I, Wohnkomplex II, Wohnkomplex III, Wohnkomplex IV, Wohnkomplex V, VE, Wohnkomplex I, Wohnkomplex 7, Wohnkomplex 8, Wohnkomplex IX, Wohnkomplex X. Sources. History. Early history. The first settlers arrived in this area in 700 AD. They were Milcheni Slavis. Many artifacts from this old culture or have been found in the Hoyerswerda area. In 1000, the construction of the first church in the town occurred. It was the church Heilige family which is still standing today in the historic center of Hoyerswerda. In 1150, Hoyerswerda first appeared on a map of Lusatia. The city was first mentioned in 1268. At the time the burgomaster was Hoyer von Vredeburg. In 1371 it was designated an official marketplace. Before this, Hoyerswerda was a very little town with only a few structures. But the city then got bigger and bigger under the leadership of the new mayor Karl IV. It received municipal rights from Friar von Duber on the 19th of December 1423, as well as the right to elect its own council. In the 17th century, the city had many problems because of the 30 Years' War. The number of inhabitants went down drastically, but recovered at the end of the century. In 1624, Hoyerswerda became the capital of the district Spremberg. A few years later the district took the name Hoyerswerda because of the growing importance of the city. In the middle of the century, Hoyerswerda was already the biggest town in the Lusatian region. In the 18th century, the Elector of Saxony, Augustus the Strong, gave the Duchy of Hoyerswerda to Catharina von Teschen, who helped the town develop trade and manufacture. The Battle of Hoyerswerda occurred nearby in 1759 during the 7 Years' War. In 1815, Hoyerswerda became part of the Prussian province of Silesia. In 1873 the new railway between Hoyerswerda and Ruhland opened. It had a positive effect on the economic development of the city. In 1912, the Domau Weiner, the organization of the Sorbs, was founded in the city. The town became part of the Prussian province of Lower Silesia in 1912. Recent history. At the end of the Second World War, the town was declared a core center of German defense and was therefore heavily damaged. The invading Soviet Red Army set the town on fire. It became part of Saxony again after the war, but from 1952 until 1990, when the states of East Germany were abolished, it was administered by the Bezirk of Cottbus. During the time of GDR, Hoyerswerda became an important industrial town. The lignite processing enterprise, Schwarze Pumpe, was established in 1955. Since 1957, the demand for new living space rose dramatically. In the following years, 10 new living areas with tens of thousands of apartments were built. In 1981, the city reached its maximum number of inhabitants, with 71,054 people living there. At the time, more children per inhabitant were born in Hoyerswerda than anywhere else in the GDR. Upon reunification in 1990, the people of the city decided to become part of the reconstituted state of Saxony. With the end of the GDR and the reorganization of the East German economy, many enterprises in the industrial region of Hoyerswerda were downsized or closed. In 1991, multiple xenophobic attacks targeted immigrant workers from the Far East as well as asylum seekers from Asia, Africa and Eastern Europe. A hostel in which asylum seekers were accommodated was attacked and petrol bombs thrown. Media coverage of the unrest shocked many in Germany and abroad, provoking much public debate. Between 1993 and 1998, several smaller villages became part of the city, but the number of overall inhabitants declined rapidly, from about 70,000 people in the 1980s to about 35,000 people by the end of 2012. There have been attempts to renovate the city. Many of the apartment blocks built during the time of the GDR have been demolished or renovated. This project, like others, was financed with money from the EU and the Federal Republic of Germany. Its role as an independently ruled town in Saxony disappeared in 2008 with the reshaping of the regional administration of Saxony. Economic situation. While part of East Germany, employment in Hoyerswerda was provided by a power plant, glassworks, coal mines, and an army artillery range. With the reunification of Germany and the subsequent demise of a centrally planned economy, the city lost many jobs as the glassworks and artillery range were closed, and the power plant reduced its payroll. The industries on the secondary sector disappeared nearly completely. It is, however, expected that new houses must be built in Hoyerswerda, because of an anticipated increase in population due to copper mining at Schwarze Pumpe. There is also a thermal power plant planned for Hoyerswerda, because the district heating contract with Schwarze Pumpe will end in 2016. Unemployment remains at 13%. Hoyerswerda is on the third place regarding poverty of children according to statistics of the Child Protection Alliance. Personalities. Born in Hoyerswerda, Johann Karl Wilhelm Alt, evangelical theologian. Rudolf von Sabottendorf, founder of the Anti-Semitic and Racial Thule Society. Gunter Peters, painter and zoo director, museum leader from 1952 until 1975. Hermann Mau, historian, teacher and university lecturer. Kurt Klinkert, painter. Rainer Nachtigall, football player in the GDR. Rolf Babiel, well-known gastronome in New York City. Michael Schuick, journalist. Petra Pfaff, track and field athlete. Frank Isch, politician, MDL. Ingrid Matten, politician. Roland Hennig, racing cyclist. Mike Hauschild, politician. Marcel Rosgany, football player. Matthias Heydrich, football player. Natalie Langer, television presenter. Evelyn Schmidt, German wine queen, 2007-08. Monique Brown, football player. Tony Janschke, football player. Gertrude Windsor, also Gertrude Windsor, politician, MDL, operated in Hoyerswerda. Salomon Gottlob Frentzel, cleric and regional historian. Max Wakitz, from 1934 until 1945 NSDAP district leader in Hoyerswerda. Richard Borley, architect. Werner Mazik, GDR People's Chamber delegate. Bridget Reimann, writer. Ingrid Rarik, songstress and moderator. Friedart Vogel, evangelical cleric and honorary citizen of Hoyerswerda. Lived temporarily in Hoyerswerda. Konrad Zust, computer pioneer. Rocker Smish, radio operator. Bodyguard of Hitler. Gisela Helmeke, art historian. Gerhard Gunderman, songwriter and rock musician. International relations. Twin towns, sister cities. Hoyerswerda is twinned with OZSV, Oberzentraler Stadt Everbund, Görlitz, Bautzen, Dillingen, Saar, Huitinen, the 11th of October 1998. Roda Wielkopolska, Pforzheim.